We'll see.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host here, Chantele Francis, and here with my old co-host, Brazil is back in the house. How are you doing, Brazil?
Hey, how are you?
I'm pretty good. People have been missing you, so I thought that since you were free tonight, that we could maybe do a little bit of a catch-up of The Bachelorette, so your thoughts since the premiere episode, or the first 2 episodes anyways, and then anything that you've heard about, you know, the Love Island people that's been going on lately. So how do you feel about that?
Claire's the worst bachelorette ever.
Whoa!
Just like so many cringy parts to this whole beginning, but entertaining nonetheless, so I'm here for it.
Exactly. Well, if this is your first time on Reality Realness, well, then welcome. We are very happy to have you. Please do us that little favor and just press that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and we can't do it without you. Also, we are going to be active in the chat. So pretty much this is all about catching up with Brazil and catching up with you guys. Just a bit of a gossip fest, and there's no real structure. So whatever you want to talk about, the floor is yours, especially you, J Jobs. Hello, says J Jobs. Is this a mirage? I think he's talking about your presence here, Brazil. How do you feel about that?
I don't get it.
A mirage is like it's like an image that doesn't exist. Like
yeah,
something amazing that you can't believe is here in front of your eyes.
Oh, okay. Hi.
So you say this is a mirage? Like, oh my God, I can't believe my eyes.
Oh, now I get it.
Okay, so you've been watching The Bachelorette. So you've already stated the fact that you feel as though Claire is the worst Bachelorette. Why do you think she's the worst Bachelorette?
Because she gave no other guy the time of day.
Fair, but okay, I'm agreeing with you. But playing devil's advocate, you know, the show is built for her to be finding her love connection. So she's done that in these first 4 episodes, apparently. Why do you feel that she's the worst Bachelorette if the end outcome is what is achieved?
Because I also think she's lying about not.
Whoa! Tell me more. Lying about what, Brazil? What is she lying about?
Not having talked to Dale. There's no freaking way.
Well, Jay Johnson was really uncomfortable when I said this yesterday, but I was saying that I think that she was touching herself inappropriately, thinking about Dale for months before she met him. And so I think that she really felt that she was already in a relationship with him.
Probably.
We will find out, I'm assuming, next episode of whether or not for real they didn't speak to each other, because J Jobs did. J Jobs still pleads the fifth. I asked him if he agreed with me about that. He's like, I can't say anything. I don't know. So yeah, we're going to find out, because Chris is going to go and ask them again as to whether or not they had communication. So our friend EJ is also here. Hi, ladies. Hi, EJ. How are you?
Hey, EJ.
So, go ahead.
They definitely talked. They'll never admit it, but they talked.
Okay, and even if they did talk, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I feel bad because I think the guys, like, I think I said this in the, after the first episode. I mean, people always put their lives on hold to kind of go on a show like this. And I think during these times and, like, not having as much job security, they could be leaving a job that they might not have when they're done. So I think to waste all their time and not give them the time of day. And like the episode where she just keeps asking them, like, what did Dale say about me? Oh, what did Dale have to say? Like, when it was just, I couldn't watch it. It was like the worst thing I've ever seen.
It was very cringy. I definitely watched it. I haven't really had that many kind things to say about Claire, just because I feel as though I think she's a little bit delusional personally. So EJ thinks that the whole situation was staged. How do you feel about that? Do you think it was staged, like the entire thing? Because the people are kind of feeling as though the fact that Tayshia could be like swapped in right away were wondering whether or not they knew that maybe Dale and Claire kind of spoke beforehand. Day one out of the limo talked about the fact that, like, I think I just saw my husband. Like, we talked about this before, but maybe that day they were like, okay, we are bringing in somebody new to quarantine, so in 2 weeks we can just get rid of Claire. What do you think about that assessment?
I think it's highly probable.
Highly probable. Brutal. I take it you're not enjoying the Claire portion of this season.
I'm enjoying looking at most of the guys, but
Ooh.
other than that, it's, I mean, like this whole last episode, it was 75% Claire. It should have been 75% Tayshia. Like, I'm done with Claire. Move on.
Well, I think that with that, they're trying to have a concluded story. You know, they had like pushed it. They could have dragged it out longer and maybe do the proposal even next week. You know what I mean? So
they don't even have the decency to like not spoil it for everyone in the Pacific or even middle time zone. So, you know, she put at 5 p.m., like 5:01 p.m., she was already posting her and Dale. So, like, I already knew. I mean, we already knew that, but you know, what if I didn't?
So EJ asked, what does Reality Steve have to say? Any word? I haven't done any research with him because I find that he, like, when he spoils maybe too much for me, for my liking. And so I don't want to know really what happens with Tayshia. I do want to at least be surprised a little bit. Do you have any other gossip maybe that you've heard that's not like who the final two is going to be?
No, I have no idea. I'm happy that all the guys decided to stay for Tayshia, but I haven't heard it or like looked into anything other than that.
Have you looked at the preview for next week?
Yeah.
Or like, well, like Tayshia's like season preview. I'll play it on here after. Hold on a sec.
Yeah, I think so.
Rachel's your friend. Rachel's back. She's probably been missing you. How are you doing, Rachel? Does she watch The Bachelorette?
She does. Yeah, she does. I don't think she watches it the day of. She might watch it the next day, like I do. But
and she is here for this. Okay, Rachel. Yes, we are here to really just talk smack about how Claire was a terrible bachelor and that I'm not into Dale at all. And I thought that she wasn't really kind to these men. I totally agree with you there. Rachel says, I think that they always have a backup just in case, or just had one this season because of COVID. Yes, I did talk about this. Was it yesterday or the day before? For whatever day I talked about The Bachelorette, and I did mention that I was thinking that maybe they had Tayshia stay in the wings, just in case Claire got sick or something happened. But it might have been like, ooh, COVID, but really they're like, we're gonna have her here because we don't think that this is gonna be a season that continues for its full 14 episodes. Yeah, I agree with you, Rachel, that it's a very big possibility that Tayshia was already going to be the backup bachelorette. That's a very big possibility.
She should have been the bachelorette the whole time, but
right. But they wanted to be dramatic.
Yeah, most dramatic season ever. Someone finds love early, plot twist.
Say again.
Did someone finds love early, plot twist?
Right. Oh, let's just do that and have two bachelorettes, like appease the older people that wanted Claire and then appease anybody that wanted Tayshia to be the bachelorette. They get both of this in an unprecedented season, and they get the ratings.
True. Fair. She has some hot guys.
Who are you into?
Brendan, like aesthetically, is so fucking hot. Who else? Jason's cute just because he's like so passionate, so it's funny to watch him. But Blake Moynes, no.
What do you have against Canadian bacon?
Canadian bacon. Who else is hot? Jordan M is still, I think he's still cute.
Who? I'm kidding.
Who? Ben, I like Ben.
So EJ was saying that don't people need to be quarantined for 2 weeks? Doesn't add up. So that's why I do agree with Rachel, thinking that maybe Tayshia was there the entire time as a backup and precautionary for COVID. I think that's also why they probably started with 41 guys, is that if people didn't test positive or that did test positive or whatnot, they could have, more than enough people ready to go on the show that were quarantining. So yes, I'm going to go with the fact that Tayshia was there quarantining as a backup bachelorette, and episode 1, they're like, okay, perfect. Tayshia's already here quarantining. Like, we'll just swap her out. Hey, T-Lit, how are you? So T-Lit saying, hey, from the Bay. That's for you. We'll jump in when you start talking about Love Island USA. Stop watching Love Island UK season 4 to listen to you. No, go back to Love Island season 4. It's amazing. We'll probably talk about it in like maybe 15 minutes or so. So come back, or stay. Have us on mute. Maybe I'll go like this when we're like Love Island time. Rachel, I'm a Bachelor Nation faithful. Yes, I love you. Me too. Even though it was a really cringe-worthy season so far. I like, especially episode 4. I was watching and I was kind of grossed out because she just was like, to me, and it's like, she's trying to like entrap him and like, look into her eyes and like, you'll never leave me. And like, I'm just like, oh my God, this poor guy. We were comparing him to being in Get Out and going into the was it the shallow place or the dark place? I can't remember what it was called, but when he was like, after he drinks the tea and he goes in the spiral, like, we think that's what's happening to Dale. Like, I'm scared for him a little bit.
Yeah. And oh my God, they showed them together in the kitchen, like in real life or whatever. He was like, tell him how you make a salad, babe. She's like, chopping romaine. And that's all I have right now. And I was like, oh.
They're just trying to be so cute and coupley, which is fine. I just feel like it's FAKE, FAF.
Yeah. Yeah. Dale's, I give them till 2021. I give them until maybe 2022, if that.
Well, I'm thinking that it seems as though Dale is a kind of a pushover. I don't know if it's because he's had like all these women in his life that probably are just like, you shut up, we'll do what we say. Like, you know what I mean? Like women that were overpowering him, and he was probably being very agreeable to his family. And so he doesn't seem like he can even stand up to Claire. I don't know if you saw them do the Instagram live, but they were both kind of talking back and forth. And then he was like, said something, kind of interrupted her or interjected. And she just looks back and she's like, I'm still talking, babe. I'm still talking. And like, you don't interrupt me. And I was like, whoa, like, let the guy talk. Like, and he just was like,
ugh.
And I just was like, oh, they don't like, well, he doesn't like her for sure. And I don't think that once she gets to know who he really is, that she's actually going to like all the sides of him. Like, she likes his Instagram profile version of himself. She likes the way he looks aesthetically. She likes that he used to be a professional football player, but I don't know if she actually likes him. So Rachel thinks that Dale is fine, but Claire is big time crazy. Agreed. But I also don't think that Dale is hot. He's not manly enough for me. Jaquan is in the house. Who dis? Jaquan, how are you? Miss you.
Good.
Aw. What do you have to say, Jaquan? Give us the tea. We don't even know what you've been thinking so far. I mean, I know haven't been watching The Bachelorette as far as I know, so we will be talking about Love Island in a little bit, but we're just getting through these roses first. Laundry Day says, hi, Laundry, how are you? I was momentarily concerned that some of the guys would reject Tayshia. What did you think about that?
I don't know, like, about reject, but I think some of them for sure won't be able to like emotionally switch over fast enough to like opening up again and becoming vulnerable with a whole nother girl for a second time. Like, I don't think Jason's gonna be able to handle it. I don't think Blake Moyne's gonna be able to handle it. But I think for like most of the other guys who Claire didn't give a conversation to, they'll be just fine.
Yeah, I think so too. And Tayshia, from what I've seen so far, she's just so light and fun and just like someone that you want to hang out with. And I don't find that Claire, what she's given off, is somebody that I really want to hang out with. This the date that they didn't go on. So like I think it was episode 3 where they're like, oh, we're not going to have the date portion that she had planned. She's just going to have like a longer cocktail party. And the date was basically kind of like a quiz show where they were talking about like female anatomy and stuff like that. And so she didn't want to put the guys through that again. It's like, okay, fine, don't put the guys through that again because they just did the dodgeball date. But like also do things that are interesting or fun just so you can see what they're like, other than just sitting there telling you exactly what you want to hear. Like, so they'd just be like, oh my God, just the moment I met you, like I've been so excited by you. Like, oh my God, it's so, you know what I mean? Like that's all she wanted to hear out of them, but like not seeing who they are and like how they interact in interesting situations. So I thought it was a lost opportunity for them her to really get to know other people and even get to know Dale in these kind of situations. Like, would you want to see how your guy acts in like, I don't know, kind of silly or embarrassing situations to see like how they hold themselves up, you know?
No, she wouldn't want Dale to have to go through any stress.
Okay, so Rachel says, oh my God, yes, he's everything I've been looking for. The bar is so low. I don't really find him to be that great from what, even on paper, I'm just like, okay, he's all right. But their interactions, what he says, how he phrases things, I'm kind of like, I've been told by people things that are a little more compelling and that I didn't think that they were like going to be marrying me, you know?
The bar is low. You're right, Rachel.
Bar is low. Sunken place. Yes, going into the sunken place. I think that Dale is there. He is there. Okay, Annie's coming for me. She's calling me out. Chantele, the way that you were so happy. Claire, we told you. She sounds different, but you said it will get better. LOL. I'm sorry. I was just hoping for the best. I was hoping she was going to represent women above the age of 35 on the show. I was just hoping that her maturity level or her age level would represent her maturity and emotional intelligence, but really I'm realizing that she has not really grown emotionally. And the example that she's had of her father, be it he's a good man, I don't think that it's realistic for her to be expecting some guy that she'd met on the first day to hitchhike and knock on the door to like be engaged the next day. Like, I just don't think that that's a great example of building a true love relationship in 2020.
No, and she went like so all in to the point where I don't know. I would crawl into a hole and never come out of it if Dale and I didn't work out.
Well, I don't think it. Okay? On a scale of like in percentages, what percentage do you think that they have to be a 42-year relationship like her parents?
15.
15%? Okay. Yeah, I give it like 15, 20. I see that. Ooh. Rachel, Neil Lane knows he's getting that ring back, LOL. Well, it's 2 years. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that Dale is going to suck it up, go in his sunken place for 2 years, like get the house. My mom thinks that she's going to get herself pregnant right away. That's what my mom thinks.
Ooh. She's going to try.
Like poke some holes in condoms?
Yeah, she's definitely going to want to. I mean, she's got to do it now, and even then she might need a little assistance, but I don't know.
Hi, Nelson. How are you? All the contestants are not manly enough, bruh. You know, it's true. I mean, who do I like? I don't personally like Brendan. Is it Brendan with the E, correct?
Brendan with an A, like BREND.
Brendan. So he has really like pretty blue eyes, but he's a little bit too pretty for me. But it does seem like him and Tayshia go start kissing anyways, so they have a little bit of a connection.
Remember when I drafted my team for Tayshia? First.
Oh yeah, that's true. You did. Good job. Like, at least we know that he's not going to leave. But there are new guys coming in. So, you know, we would, if we were doing this on the regular, have to do a redraft because there are new potentials. But I would let you go first if you still want to draft him. You could.
Okay,
thanks. J Job says, Brazil. Uh-oh. Since this worked on Chantele, I'll try it with you. Okay. He says, close your eyes and imagine 2026 with Dale and Claire with their 2.5 kids, their 4 dogs.
It's not happening.
Walking hand in hand on the beach. No, you can't see it? I couldn't see it either. Yeah, there's no way. No way.
They might get a dog together.
But they already have 2 each. That's a lot of dogs.
Yeah.
Like, and he has a big, like, he has 2, like, mastiffs, I think they are.
Well, at least now she has dog perfume.
She could just smell his pants. Jaquan says, I'm halfway done with episode 4. I'm on the part where Claire just told the guys, okay, oh my God, Jaquan, just keep watching. It doesn't get any better. It's so cringe. What do you think about the line where it's like, when Kenny was like, I think we need an apology.
Just, for what? Bitch, what the fuck do you mean for what? For wasting all of their time.
I will apologize if I hurt your feelings. I'll apologize if I wasted your time. But I will not apologize for love. Get out of here. Yes, you should apologize for love because this love thing made you be an insensitive biatch and not really being considerate of other people that have put their lives out for you. They did this for you to have this opportunity and for you to not respect that in the slightest. And that's what I don't like about this journey of hers is that she didn't respect all the other people that are participating in her journey. It's just very selfish, I thought.
Yeah, like if you already were fantasizing about Dale, like, I don't know. And like fucking FaceTiming him every night, which I'm sure she did.
Maybe. I still don't know for sure if that's the case, but she definitely has been daydreaming about him every night. She's really like, she's put the fantasy into motion. Hi, CJ, how are you? CJ says, hi, Chantele. Hi, Brazil. I've missed you guys. We've missed you too. Yes. We're friends. J Jobs, jokes. You guys, you are jokes, J Jobs. So Annie says, nah, I knew these guys all there for a woman and being TV. I knew that they wouldn't reject Tayshia. I mean, there's no point for them to reject Tayshia, I feel. You know, they've already quarantined. They're already outside their house. They already were on a losing show with Claire. Like, if they had the intention of anything, like whether it's falling in love or getting endorsements or getting more Instagram followers, they didn't get any of that within these 4 episodes. So it's kind of like, well, I didn't get what I came here for. I might as well stick around and see who else they have on the docket, you know?
Yeah, I mean, what's not to like about Tayshia?
She's great. She's beautiful. She's funny. She's nice. She gets the show, you know what I mean? She's been on The Bachelor and on Bachelor in Paradise. She's made connections. She's gone on dates. And she's likable.
Yeah, I love Tayshia.
Oh boy, is it gonna be love like Justine?
No. Justine's her own in her own league in my eyes.
Rachel says 0%. Rachel, that you do not think that they're going to last at all. Wow.
Yeah, it's been 15.
Ouch is correct. if she can still get pregnant. Whoa, ouch. That's an ouch. Okay, jeez. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Claire would be thoughtful enough to maybe freeze her eggs. I wouldn't be surprised because she has been looking for a long time for a love connection, and I feel though. Like, say again.
She's gonna have septuplets with in vitro. They're not gonna have 2.5. They're gonna have 7.5.
Do you really think so?
In vitro scary, man. Like try do in vitro for one kid and they come out with 8. Like,
I know, that's what I kind of joke all the time. Like, I have a lot of twins in my family, but I've always wanted twins, or always felt like I was going to have twins or whatever. But like now I'm getting of the age, and I will probably do in vitro depending on, what's going on with my body. And so I joke about the fact that like, I'm going to be the new Octomom.
You are. You are.
That would just be part of my story, though. That would be very, very Bennett. I love Bennett. Bennett from who? Which Bennett?
Bennett?
From Love Island?
No.
Oh no, Bennett from I love Bennett too. I think that Bennett.
Which one's Bennett?
The rich guy. Harvard.
Isn't that Benoit?
Benoit is Clara's ex-fiance.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, okay, Bennett. Rachel, shut up. No, she doesn't.
I actually like Bennett a lot. I think that he was hard hitting with Dale on the roast. I feel like when he got Claire on the 101, he's like, I don't want to talk about Dale. I want to talk about us. Like I feel like he does have he's not such a wimp like some of these other guys that just will let her just walk all over them. He's just like, why aren't you being an adult here? Like, let's have a conversation. Let's not talk about Dale. We're on a date together. So I like that about him.
She still did.
I know, right? Eye roll. Laundry says Dale could be completely different in private. True. Claire seems like she's desperate enough to hold on to somebody who is toxic and bad for her. True. Because it's true love. It's true love. Andy says 30%. Okay, 30% is a little bit like higher than us. I think that they'll stay together for 6 months or a year. Dale is no pushover. She sounds like the way. She sounds like my way or the highway. I don't think they will last long. I agree. I don't think anybody really believes that they're going to last long. I'm thinking though, it may be the 2 years, so they get to keep that Neil Lane ring.
It's a big ring.
I couldn't even watch it, Brazil. Like, I was just cringing the whole time. I'm like, I don't believe this. I don't want to see this. I don't like this. I don't want it.
Like mentally prepared for, them to leave the show as a couple. But when Chris Harrison called Neil Lane, I about lost my damn mind.
Why?
That is so stupid.
Well, he needed to have that's the next step.
They've been talking, which they have been. So I guess it's not that crazy. But like, come on. Like, what show happens that fast?
Yeah, it definitely was too fast for me to be like into it and being engaged and be like, oh my God, he's gonna propose. I mean, the biggest drama was the fact that I thought that Chris was telling her that like, yeah, Dale couldn't do it. He couldn't propose. It was like, just want to say we're really proud of you. You're like,
Harrison, like, knock it off.
He's definitely trolling.
I'm like, oh no.
He swore 2 times though. Were you surprised the 2 times that he swore?
A little bit, yeah. When he's like, I told her don't bullshit me. I was like, oh.
And then he also says, don't F with me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, swearing. Like, why you need to be so mean and mad, Chris? Like,
because they caught her but they're still trying to save the integrity of the show, and they're gonna play it off like that wasn't the case.
Because Chris did say that if it's true, it's gonna come out, and so maybe they're saving it to come out later. But she swore on her dad, which I don't like the fact that she did that if it's not true.
I don't like that. I don't like when people do that anyway. Like,
absolutely. So Jazz was kidding. The 2020 division did not work on Chantele either. I know. There was no way that I could see that. Laundry says, his fans, ew. However, Claire might be that chick, though. Okay, so what I heard about the pants situation was that, I can't remember which date it was, but he ripped, the pants ripped, and I think it was on, like, the Words of Affirmation date or something like that, and so he took them off, whatever, and he sprayed them with his cologne and gave it to her as a joke, apparently. And so that's why she has his pants and why she was, like, smelling his pants. Okay. God says, I can look at it from both ways, but I would have been pissed too. I would have been pissed if I was on the Bachelor, and like he was canceling dates. He was just focusing on one person, only talking to me about the one person. I would be complaining like,
none of you deserved a fucking rose on this date.
So
who does he think he is?
I would be pissed. I would, like, I can't wait till the men tell all. I want them to be, I just want to go for the jugular. I want them to tell them how they really feel. I want them all to have Kenny energy, you know, apologize. Like, I want the pitchforks out. Like, Claire, you suck.
Kenny, I can't take seriously.
I can't take him seriously, but I am happy for what he's saying. Like, I know people are like, oh, you know, he's being kind of rude or whatever, but like, I kind of want to hear him say something, you know? Like, these guys have been quite agreeable to all the nonsense that she's been taking them on, or not, kind of thing. Jagon says, Brazil, you getting ready to have a top 10 draft pick next year. What does that mean?
Talking about the football, and he needs to shut up.
Oh, shoot. I'm like, I don't know what this means, but you're talking about real sports.
Yeah, about the Niners.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't agree with whatever Jaquan's saying to rile you up. Jaquan says, so Brazil sees Claire as Octomom 2.0. Yes.
Potentially.
Rope that deal. I mean, they would have very attractive children. I think that I think their genes would look really good together.
Yeah. They would, but they should have parents that are going to stay together, maybe.
Ooh. Rachel says, no, Brazil, I actually hella do like him. You like Bennett as well. He's just like,
I thought she thought Bennett was hot, like when you were asking me who I thought was hot. I was like, there's no way Rachel thinks Bennett is hot. But if she just likes him, then yeah, I could see it.
I actually like Bennett too. Like, I don't find him hot, but his personality is better. Like, I find that I'm like, oh, I would go on a date with Bennett. He seems a little bit like he makes fun of himself. He knows that he's kind of like a bit stuffy and like he's Harvard guy and like rich shoes. You know what I mean? But like, I kind of like that he doesn't take himself that seriously.
Yeah, no, he's I've warmed up to him more and more, but he's a little too bougie for me.
J-Job says, great points from you two and the chat. So will having a relationship in the public eye make Dale, Claire last longer than they should, like Cassie and Colton? That's a really good point, because I really did not believe that Cassie was into Colton at all. I think that Colton begged her and was like, just like, we can hang out. We don't need to get the ring. We could just like be dating for the next little bit. And like, it's really great for sponsorships and seeing and publicity and going on the publicity tour. And I think that Cassie did stay for that. I don't know if she actually was ever in love with him, but I think he was falling more so in love with her because she was giving him all this attention. And probably his V card was lost to her as well. So there's an additional like, a love for her that's going to be coming from him. And then he gets COVID, and then she takes care of him, and her family takes care of him. So that's like that, was it Nightingale syndrome, where you fall in love with your caretaker? So yeah, I'm just feeling that I could see that happening with Dale and Claire, that like they just stay together because it's really good for their brand.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's definitely going to push it longer, like for them to work, just because she doesn't want to look stupid. But it's going to happen eventually, for sure.
Yeah, I just don't picture. I just see that she's going to find things that she doesn't like about him, because she just wants things to be exactly how she pictures it. And I don't think she's placing Dale as a real human being into her imagination.
Yeah, she's definitely romanticized.
Still, ooh, what are you oohing about? What was she oohing about?
I'm not sure.
His pants. Yes, still ooh. Hey, Sharad, how are you? What's up, y'all? What's up, Sharad? We are talking about The Bachelorette. We're probably going to talk for a couple more minutes about that, and then maybe go into what's going on with Love Island. So if you have any thoughts about The Bachelorette, let us know. John's Brill does not look like a fan of the pants smelling. Laugh my ass off. I don't think anybody was. It was a very weird moment, especially being like, hey, smell like my boyfriend's pants to like another bachelorette, and like just like it's so bizarre. What was your reaction when you first saw that though? Were you just like,
Claire's insane.
she's a bit of a funny boiler. Jaquan. EJ says, okay, I just put my child to bed early so I could sit and listen to you. Miss this. Oh, EJ. Yes, you're back. We're back. J-Job said, Chantele, in Brazil, since you two are anti-Dale and all of his actions, what is the most fake thing that Dale has done so far? Propose?
Yeah, that would be a
saying like, what did he say? He's like, I've been falling in love with you throughout this process.
The other fake thing he did was lie about them not talking.
Fake thing is that, oh, like I didn't know that you were here when he like stumbled around from the washroom.
Okay.
I also think that the producers were like, go Dale, go save Claire after when Yosef was yelling at her. I think
Yeah.
I don't think that was his like original intention. I think that he was pushed that way.
I'm sure.
I don't know if I fully believe his motorcycle parallel story. Or sorry, hitchhiking parallel story. Motorcycle hitchhiking.
I don't remember that.
So remember they're talking and Claire's like, yeah, my dad, like he hitchhiked to go and like meet my mom. And then Dale was like, yeah, my dad like hitchhiked to go meet my mom at some point. She was like something about a basketball. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyways, he had a hitchhiking parallel story to Claire because she's like my dad? And he's like, yeah. I think that fake was when he was like, she's like, is this happening? Is this happening? And he's like, life. Oh no, she's like, what is happening? What is happening? He's like, life, love. I don't think he loves her, man. I don't think he loves her. That's the fakest part. I don't think he loves her. I don't think that from the moment that she got out of the limousine, or he got out of the limousine, that he was like, he was all for her, into her. Like, I do not think any of it is real.
I don't think so.
And he says they basically forced him to propose to her. Exactly. The whole proposal was fake. There was no way that Dale would have said no to her on national TV. No, especially since like he didn't leave. Oh my God. Like he didn't run away. Like stop saying that. Please. He didn't want to let her down. True. If she had self-respect, would have let's see it on the outside. Yes, I think that that's what I thought was going to happen, is that like the whole show was going to end, that they would have like another date and be like, okay, let's follow through, let's just keep on dating, maybe even continue dating alongside Tayshia's season of The Bachelorette and like have like updates on what's going on in their relationship. I did not think that Chris was going to be like, you know what's next? Proposal. I didn't think that was coming.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought he was going to be maybe like calling Claire's like mom, or not mom, but like someone in her family. No, he's calling fucking Neil Lane.
Well, I really would have liked them to have maybe a bit of a one-on-one. No, sorry, a hometown date.
Yeah, you know? Anything.
Like meet some of the family, talk to them or whatnot, and be like, this is Dale. Like, you know, I don't know. They didn't go through enough steps for me to be on board with this. Trud says the new girl has a better vibe and looks better. What y'all think? We love Tayshia. We both wish that Tayshia was there from the beginning.
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed that season no matter what better. We were both shocked that it was Claire. And then we're like, well, it should be good because Claire is older. We might see some older guys. It might be more interesting or a different vibe, but she didn't hold that down very well. I do agree with you, Brazil. I do think she has been the worst bachelorette so far. I do.
Like the worst.
Well, because when I look at a bachelorette, I want them to be able to handle being the lead of the show and go on dates with these guys. Like, that's what I want to see, is the connection with different people. It's not like, let's see Claire date one guy. I don't care.
Well, and what she did to Jason is like super messed up.
Wait, say it again?
What she did to Jason is like super messed up.
And I was talking to you about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
About the fact that I don't think that she should be allowing him to pull out these emotions from his past without being there to take care of him after. And I thought it was very inappropriate for her to play this role of therapist without being considerate of him moving forward. And you said the exact same thing too.
Mm-hmm. And now
right.
he's super fucked up.
Well, yeah, and it's actually scaring me a little bit how Jason's reacting. He's kind of getting angry, and I feel like
he said, "This is why I do it." He said, "This is why I don't do it." They leave, and she knew she was gonna go with Dale anyway, and still pulled that out of him. And it's just, yeah, it's fucked up. She's fucked up.
So not right. So EJ says that Dale sort of looks like that ex-felon turned model. Oh, that's okay, who you're talking about. Do you know who she's talking about?
Mm-mm.
Let me see if I can find it. Ex-felon. He's actually really cute. Turned model. Unless Jaquan can find it really. Okay, yeah, here.
Oh wait, the guy with like light eyes.
Yeah, hold on. Here, I
lost their mind.
I got the picture of him.
But like what he did was like messed up, I thought.
I don't remember what he did, but he definitely, Dale, I can see Dale in him. I think that the ex-felon is a little bit more attractive, in my opinion, than Dale, but they have a similar, if they were saying they were cousins, I wouldn't be surprised. At all. Ex-felon turned model. Yeah, I don't remember what he did, though.
To do it.
Pardon?
I said that's one way to do it.
You're okay. Rachel says, long when she pushed him back down. Oh, talking about Jason?
I don't know.
Well, maybe Jason kind of like, oh no, I don't know. What do you mean, Rachel? She says, OMG. Oh, maybe about the felon. Dale is innocent. He secured the bag. Okay. I don't mind it. I don't mind Dale playing the game a little bit, because like Claire should know better than to just do this. Like, I feel as though she hasn't been very successful in her love relationship because she just goes all in so quickly. And I think it's because of what she's learned from her father, that she just like goes head over heels without developing a really good foundation and really learning that you like each other. And so I think that she's done the exact same thing in this scenario. She just went all in on this one person without actually trusting the process. Like, maybe she would have learned something about herself if she did go on all these different dates with other people and see how he reacts with her, with other people, and like how she feels about him in terms of other people. Like, she should have actually trusted the process, in my opinion.
Or like how he would have had to react to her going on dates with other people.
Exactly. Learn about him a little bit better in different ways. G-Job says, okay, my last question is it possible that Dale and Claire dated before the show with approval of production? Ooh.
Potentially, yeah. If they knew they were going to do the second unprecedented 2-in-1 Bachelorette season.
So data would just be, for the most part, just FaceTime messaging. Because like they're not in the same city.
Yeah, but they could travel. I don't think that they saw it.
Think so.
FaceTimed a lot, I'm sure.
I don't think so, because it just would be too many lies for the production to have to be doing. Even with Chris coming in and being like, don't F with me, don't bullshit me and all that stuff. Like, if they knew all along, it just seems like too much acting that needs to be going on, you know?
Yeah.
I think.
A challenge.
Maybe. Yes, I don't think that they dated with approval, because that's really effed up for them to just be, they're dragging Claire pretty badly. Like, they're not making her look good. Even though I don't like how she's been acting as the Bachelorette, I do think that they've been kind of doing her a little bit dirty with the portrayal of her on this particular show. So.
Really? I feel like they're setting her up to look like a strong, independent woman that knows what she wants. But
really?
Except for when, I love when they play like the music where it's like Tweedledee Tweedledum music, and when she was talking to the guys and she's like, but what did Dale say? But what did Dale say? And like when they had that music in the background, I was like, oh my God.
Troll. Lol. Well, I mean, like with showing the pants thing, also I heard that when she says like, I can't believe that they're going so hard on my fiance. I've heard that she might have actually said ex-fiance, because Benoit apparently did make an appearance on her season, and they had, I don't know if they had a date or if they had like, they just hung out or whatnot, but he did show up at La Quinta at some point. And so maybe the other guys saw this and they were just making fun of them in their roast, as material, obviously. And so when she's talking to her, she's like, I can't believe that they would say anything about my ex-fiance, but the ex wasn't, it was bleeped out. So it just sounded like she was a little bit cuckoo calling Dale her fiance right away. But apparently Benoit has made a La Quinta appearance.
That's
Said from him. I listened to him on Ashley I's podcast. I watched it, J Jobs. So
that's a hot.
I know it is a hot take. It's a true hot take, but he's definitely still supportive of Claire big time. But he is surprised that they haven't showed the fact that he was part of the season at all. Interesting. Yeah. I do feel that production knew sooner. It wasn't a last minute switch, but I don't think that it was beforehand that they knew that they were dating and it was part of their whole thing. I think that's just, why would they bother? They might as well just have Tayshia be in the whole season.
Should have done to throw off Reality Steve.
Maybe, but Reality Steve got all this.
Yeah, he did.
And he says, I think we are being unfair to Dale. I think he's a great guy, a great catch, but he is not a fit for Claire. He's put in a bad situation. If this was normal Bachelorette, we would have all liked him. I think what I don't like about Dale is that he's allowing himself to be roped into this kind of madness. I do understand the fact that he's doing it for the money, maybe, or whatnot. I just feel that I wish that he had, in my opinion, more of a backbone, and how he was even standing up to the guys. It was a little bit wimpy to me. It's like, you're like, hey man, I like the girl. I went over, I wanted to make out with her some more. I'm sorry guys. Like, if he was just kind of owned up what he was doing a little bit more, I could probably respect him a little bit better. But I just feel as though he's kind of a softie to me in my like how I like the people that I date to act. And I wish that he would stand up to her a little bit more. I don't like seeing this side of him. And so he might be a great guy. He might be a great catch. But what I'm seeing personally is not something that I'm interested in for myself. What about you?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I would have told them I'm not proposing to her.
Exactly.
There's no way. There's no freaking way.
Right?
They didn't even go through the Bachelor experience together. Like, they didn't go on dates, and like, he was never worried that she was gonna pick someone over him. She didn't even give out a freaking rose on a date he wasn't even on because she couldn't give it to Dale twice. Like, they didn't go through an experience together. I mean, they went through an experience together, but they didn't go through the same experience that every other Bachelorette has gone through with their significant other afterwards. So, whatever. Bye, Claire.
What do you feel about Dale, though? Like, do you think that we're being too hard on him?
No, because like I said, I wouldn't have agreed to proposing.
Yeah, I agree with you too. Yes, EJ is talking about Jeremy Meeks. I mean, he's very handsome. Rachel says the guy was deer caught in headlights and doesn't see it the same way she did. She was so overdone and over the top. It wasn't believable for a second. Dan, the man, my dad. Yeah, it just, poor guy. I mean, I just wish that he could have had a bit of more. You're really gonna let Claire steamroll you into a relationship? It's just, she's so weak, you know? Like, I don't know. I want to see somebody that can go toe to toe, you know, like that met your match in the sense that like we get each other so much that we vibe. Like I just feel like it's all her making decisions and him just complying, and that's boring to me and unattractive to me. If a man can't stand up to me and say what they mean to my face, they aren't worth me talking to, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big bad wolf that you're scared of me? Like, get out of here.
Oh, and like, R.I.P. Alex Trebek.
Oh, R.I.P. Rachel says, I was talking about during the proposal when Claire pushed him down. Oh. Right. Give me that ring. Let me see the ring. Let me see the ring. Oh my God. So she's, I mean, it's been entertaining.
Together. They literally were at the same hotel for a few weeks. That's it.
Basically. They didn't even hang out as much as they would probably have hung out if they had met each other at the resort.
The doctor, yeah. And that's what Dr. Joe said. Exactly. He's like, they've probably been in each other's company for 2 hours cumulatively, and he's gonna propose. Like, yeah.
Well, plus the 18-hour overnight date, so 20 hours.
Yeah.
Edith says, I really think they knew each other before the show. I mean, Brazil's definitely on this train. I'm still in the mind of thinking that she really just cyber stalked him hard and like imagined herself with him for 3 months.
No.
Jaquan says the rest of the guys should have left when that guy called her the oldest bachelorette. Like, I mean, kind of. What do you think about Yosef there? We didn't talk about that, did we? Maybe we did it was the show before. Did you hear about what happened with Yosef after the tea? Oh yeah, you showed me the tea. You sent me the tea.
The TikTok?
Yes, and then I started obviously going down that rabbit hole of TikTok. So in case you guys didn't know, Mr. High and mighty moral code, like my daughter. I respect that 100%. I respect that you don't want to show certain parts of yourself on a national television show. I get that. But then the same guy has a girl saying that he sent a TikTok to her, a Snapchat to her, mistakenly jerking off, saying another girl's name and saying that he wanted to F some other girl. And then completely blocked her on Snapchat after that. So anyway, I thought that was pretty fitting for somebody that's so, has so much to my morals, and then he's just jerking off on Snapchat. I don't care about jerking off on Snapchat, but it just doesn't. You can't.
And he went to visit her and stuff too.
And got belligerently drunk apparently, and then goes back to his hotel room, and they're supposed to meet up the next day, and she goes to meet him, and he ghosted her, saying that he fell asleep while she's out in the parking lot. Dirty. So rude.
Yeah, he's a piece of work.
The guy that I was talking to about this yesterday or on Friday, he was saying that he still thinks that Bachelor Nation would invite him to Paradise. What do you think?
I don't put it past them.
That's true. Hi, Sam. How are you? Did you see on T Pages who the winners of the challenge are for 36? It's been announced. No, I don't want to know. We don't want to know. We'll definitely be covering it. I know people have been dropping the spoilers for the challenge, and I want to do a draft pick at least. I want to get a draft pick at least out there before any ideas of who the winners are. Yeah, I don't want to know yet. But do you know, Sam, when it's going to be going to air? Is it going to be January? Jaquan says, I know who won the challenge. No, and who got eliminated by one from different Instagram pages. I forgot to unfollow them. Oh my God, don't tell me, Jaquan. Shred says, if Dale would have just told the boys that he likes her, yes, and just be real, yes, I would respect him more, and just to be fair, yes, exactly. Like, I just want someone to be real. We always talk about this in Big Brother, and it's like, we don't like Nicole Franzel because she's just fake. Like, she's like crying, she's pretending like things are really hard for her to do, and then she does them, and then she doesn't own the fact that she did them. Like, we don't like that. We want people to stand up for their actions, stand up for what they want, stand up for what they believe. And so if we saw Dale being like, listen, I like this girl, man, like to the guys, like, I just really, really want to be there for her. I want to see her again, or whatever, like whatever he's going to say. The guys would at least be like, okay, like he's really in it for her. Like he really likes her. He really wants her. But like even the guys don't think that Dale likes her. And the guys probably know because they spent more time with him than she has. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. And I still haven't watched like the last 8 or 9 episodes of Big Brother. 10 episodes.
Oh, I know. I had to watch them because I was doing the finale recap. But yeah. Did you watch the finale though?
Nope.
The finale is actually worth watching.
Really?
It's the best finale in a while. The finale is probably the best episode the whole season. And
Why?
there is one moment where I actually gasped.
Really? Like when Julie's talking to them, or like when people are voting, or when?
Before that.
Oh, did Christmas get put in her place?
No. Anyways, I'll tell you after.
See though, on Instagram Live, someone was like, she added someone to the call thinking it was Josh, but it was not Josh.
Yes, and then be like, your racist piece of. Oh my God. Yeah, Christmas. That's how we all feel. So Sharad says, also, I got some great news to tell you. You guys soon. I just don't want to jinx it. Ooh, but I'll let you know because I need Chantele to help. Yes, whatever it is, I will help you. If I need to be completely secret and not tell anybody about it, message me like social media wise, and I know how to keep a secret. I won't be sharing it with you people, but I definitely, if you need help and I need to have an NDA type thing, no big deal. I've had to sign many an NDA in my life. Jaquan says, I agree with y'all. She could have waited till hometowns to pick Dale, but she had tunnel vision. Yeah, it's just whack. Jaquan says, Jaleb and Jely had a better chance of lasting, but I wish Claire and Dale the best. I agree. Oh, but Brazil's still not a fan of Johnny, so we're probably getting to the end of The Bachelorette. Let's see what Ms. Love says. Hi, Ms. Love. I'm late to the party, but did you guys watch the long preview on Instagram? They brought in some of the 41 guys, Tayshia, that didn't make the original cut. No, but thank you for reminding me, Ms. Love. I'm going to find that right now for Brazil to see because I thought it was a really good, a really good edit of Tayshia's season. Preview Bachelorette. Hopefully this will be. Yes. Okay. That. You. Oh. Okay, before I play it, then Sam also says there was an interview posted with Cynthia on Murad Morales. I know I have not seen that one yet. Brazil has not seen all of the Love Island UK, so I don't know if she knows who Cynthia is. But no, I haven't watched it yet, but it is on my list to watch. I really like Cynthia myself as well. Annie says all the guys were accusing Dale wasn't being genuine, exactly, and was telling every guy before him left her. I think it's easy for us to stand up and reject proposal. Isn't that easy when you're in that situation? Yeah, no, I mean, I get ish what he was doing, but I just didn't see him being as in love with her as she was with him. It just didn't seem balanced, and it just seemed off. It just seemed forced. It didn't seem real, and I think that he has a part to do with it by not being fully transparent and honest with how he's feeling and being able to say it with some bravado, man. Like if my guy was like in love with me and he was like telling me how he feels about me, I would want to feel it. Like he just said words. I think he just said words.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't have to do anything together.
Words.
Like, don't do any experience together.
Exactly. I'm with you. Okay, hold on. Just get this
queued up. On The Bachelorette.
Queued up for Brazil. You excited?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okie dokie. Oops.
Wait, so you're saying I should watch the very last episode of Big Brother?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to watch.
On The Bachelorette. Hey! We went through a lot, Claire, but with Tayshia, it's a new day. You got hot real quick. I need to calm down, actually, because I'm so excited.
I'm coming here with the purest of intentions, and I just want you guys to be real. Come on, man! I got married and divorced at a really young age, and I feel like this is my time to really dive in deep and find my life partner.
I'm 100% convinced that Tayshia could be my wife. Tayshia's my dream girl, and I could see myself falling in love with her. Tayshia.
Yes.
I'm falling in love with her. We're both biracial, and we have this beautiful love story developing.
I definitely feel like my husband is here. I am so genuinely happy. I'm trying to think of something wrong, and there's nothing wrong.
It's not always easy to see a wolf in sheep's clothing. He hasn't once said anything to differentiate his feelings from Claire and Tayshia.
Oh my god.
It's not easy to see her upset. It's so unfair to Tayshia. She is probably in her head trying to figure out who is Storm. It's only a matter of time before she realizes the truth.
I'm truly giving it a chance, and it's more than what I've ever opened up myself to. But also, I have to follow my heart. I definitely have been falling for you.
Why him? There's something wrong with this guy. As your father, it's my job to protect you from making possibly the biggest mistake of your life.
This journey has been such a whirlwind of emotions. The fear of divorce will forever stay with me. And I never want to experience that heartache that I experienced in my last marriage.
It's just like a what?
It's like a what? I'm really trying. Oh my god. I think I'm really trying.
Are you
I
here
wish we
for
put
it, Bradley?
They should have put her in a better dress for that intro, or outro. But
Last night.
I mean, she probably approved it though. But doesn't it look good though? Does it look like normal? Like, what did we just watch for the last 4 episodes? It was just so weird. Like, I kind of liked the shaky cam views of stuff. Like, I found it seemed like documentary style a little bit. I can't remember who suggested it, but it was kind of similar to I think maybe it was Jay Jobs was talking about how with Becca and Ari, like that whole breakup scene was like shaky camera. What? Oh, relax. I'm just saying his name for a second. But like that whole, remember how he broke up with her? It was all like shaky cam and it was like raw footage.
yeah, the camera like jumping over bushes and chasing Becca down.
So I get that, but I like being back into the feel of The Bachelorette. You know what I mean? Like, just like, let me see the dates, man. Let me see you connecting. Let me see you laughing and giggling and like, people wanting to talk to you instead of like it just being so like Claire being like, okay, so like, tell me about like why you like me. Tell me about what it is about me that made you want to be on the show. Tell me about what it is. You know what I mean? It was just so much just feeding, in my opinion, her ego that it just lost any sort of fun that was going on with Bachelorette in general.
Yeah, I agree.
So done with her. Okay, so you've obviously been following Love Island. So I'm going to change this up. Hold up. Back to this, baby. And back to, what color should we do? This. And back to this. Back to Love Island. So, what are your thoughts been so far as to what's been going on with Love Islanders outside of the villa? It's been a little bit while since we've talked about them.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Jaleb is thriving. Shocker. Just kidding. I was not shocked. I already knew that was going to happen. Johnny moved to LA. He's going to live with his sister and his friends. Sally moved to LA. She's going to live with her sister. I'm sure Justine's next. I think Carrington and Laurel hung out, or were supposed to hang out.
I haven't heard much about them, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't. I just saw like a suggested YouTube video, but I didn't watch it. And then, yeah, what you sent me about Noah.
Right, that's something. Okay, we'll get to that in 1 second. So Rachel says, I'm going to head out, but you guys have fun. Can't wait to hear more Bachelor Talk. Yes, we love the Bachelor Talk, for sure.
Night, Rachie.
Ms. Love says Cynthia seems genuine. She is this really sweet girl. I really liked her. I can't remember which season she was on, but I like Cynthia. Jaquan says Tayshia was like Oprah. You get a kiss and you get a kiss and you get a kiss. Everybody gets a kiss.
That's what the Bachelor do, not do whatever the fuck Claire did with Dale.
Exactly. Everybody gets equal opportunity.
Yeah.
Television. Annie says that is definitely a white guy at the end of the preview, kind of spoiling it a bit. Well, it did look, though, like it was Zach. And it could be maybe a date that was like a wedding date. Anyways, it did look like a white guy, though.
It did.
Sharad says Love Island Season 3 is confirmed. Yes. That's exciting. Brazil, you're going to be back on board for that one, right? We're going to figure it out?
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah, I'll do it. I wonder when it's going to film. Christy, text me what you're going to get. I probably won't be able to text you, but get good stuff. Okay.
Okay, EJ says, ooh. Jalen. Yeah, Jalen, well, I haven't really heard that much about Jalen.
I thought she meant Jaleb. I was like, what?
Oh, no, she does. Okay, Brazil, can we still be friends? Because I do have to agree with EJ.
You didn't even think they were going to work out. Now they're boring because they are working out. I can't with either of you.
I don't enjoy seeing them together as much as I enjoy seeing some other couples together.
I just can't stand Johnny. Like, I don't.
I've watched quite a few of their vlogs and stuff like that, and he's seeming even more, in my opinion, like a good guy. Like, not a good guy, but like he's a nice boyfriend. He's letting Sally, do these TikToks. Like, I do feel like they're in kind of a relationship and they kind of have fun together. And I like seeing them just play around with each other. It's quite light, in my opinion. I feel when I watch Jaleb or Justine and Caleb, they seem to like each other and enjoy each other's company, but it just seems a little bit flat.
Agree to disagree.
You think that they're a really exciting couple? Did you watch them do arts and crafts, making the t-shirts? Did you watch that?
No, I don't need to. I'm just happy for them.
Okay, you didn't need to because you were bored by it. I'm just kidding. Oh, Jelly Fire. I mean, but also I enjoy Geminis more than you would enjoy Geminis. So that energy I gravitate towards. You would be more likely to enjoy that kind of pace. That is more of like a watery kind of pace. But I like things a little more like exciting personally. Tila says, love Jaleb, and I like Jely. That's fair. I mean, I get it. Some people like Jaleb more, including Brazil, especially Brazil. Laurel is in Utah right now visiting Carrington. EJ with the T. I'm going to out Brazil right now, EJ. but she started watching Kat and Nat, and she really couldn't stand them and found them really annoying. And then I told her that I know Nat, and she felt bad. She's like, oh, they're Canadian? But they have a million followers, and I was gonna try to get Nat. Like I messaged with her, and I'm trying to get her to come on this, but she's too famous right now. Like she has millions of followers, or they do. So I don't know if she'll come on this little guy yet, but she's apparently talking with who did she say she's talking with? Dale. So maybe Dale's gonna be on their little show. So. I'm sorry for outing you, Brazil. I don't think you're mad though, are you?
No.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Jaleb, what a wonderful love story. I mean, I like the journey that they have. I like them together. I think they look good together. I'm just not excited about them. But if this goes the distance and they get married and all that stuff, like then I'm definitely going to be like really great story. What are you doing? Oh, I thought you were like
nothing. I'm
trying to close it, like for me saying that, like if
exit notifications.
Pardon?
I'm trying to exit out notifications. There.
Vacations. Oh.
Notifications.
Oh, notifications. Sorry. He just says, no, I really think Caleb is not that into Justine.
Oh, I can't go.
Oh, no, you're gonna like EJ. I just got Brazil back for like I haven't seen her in 2 weeks, and you're gonna start this with her. We gotta go in easy so that she doesn't hate us and close her phone or computer. Shh, we can't.
I can't do this again. I'm gonna be defending them till the day I die. Apparently.
No comment.
Oh, yeah.
Sharad says, are you guys going to watch Love Island Nigeria as well? I heard about it. Yes, we heard about it. I just haven't heard it when it starts or if it started yet or where I can watch it. So if you guys have any idea of where we can find Love Island Nigeria, we will be more than willing. I'll at least cover it. And if Brazil is able to come on and chat with it as well, we definitely will do our best to make that happen. So give us more tea about that. And yes, 100%, I'm into it. Annie says, sounds like Calvin and Moira might be over, but that isn't surprising. Were they ever on? Like,
big shock.
Big shot. Like, I feel like Calvin and Moira seem to be more real than Clare and Dale.
Ooh, yeah. You know
what I mean? Like, they at least kind of like giggle with each other.
Times longer together than Clare and Dale did.
True. Like, yeah. Oh my God, how did these so many comments? EJ says, I really do love Justine and Caleb, but I see them more as a friend. I can see what you're seeing, EJ. I don't see as much of like the kind of passion energy, which we know that that's been my deal the whole time with them. So it's no shocker that I don't see it now, but I hope for the best for them. I like them both as human beings. I want them to do well. I hope that their relationship is strong enough to go the distance. I hope for it. I hope for it. I hope for it. Okay, Brazil, I hope for it. I'm hoping.
Mm-hmm.
And they're great people. Like I want to hang out and talk with them, you know? T-Lit says, I like you ladies, but I'm so glad I didn't listen to your all first go around. I was frustrated with Chantele and Jaquan. Oh, come on. Come on.
Like T-Lit.
Okay, I mean, T-Lit, you must be like a Scorpio or a Cancer, like for you to be like down with this baloney. But I still don't. I'm more on the side with EJ. Mayamuna, hi, nice to meet you. Thanks for joining the live. So Caleb is very into Justine. That's what a healthy relationship looks like. Okay, if you say so. If you say so. CJ, Jaleb isn't boring. They are real boring. Real boring. He just says, you really have to see Jaleb videos. The chemistry is more friend vibe. I agree with you, EJ. I watch a lot of their videos and I just see them hanging out as friends. I don't see a lot of flirty stuff. I do see them, maybe her sitting on his lap or whatnot for pictures and stuff like that. But I don't see the romantic energy with them when they're interacting as a couple. But I do see them; they do get along. But I don't, and it could just be because they're more private. That she's more private, and that's not how she shows her affection publicly. Sure, but it's just not like kind of all handsy or like, you know, walking and hands your fingers together, or like him put his hand or his arm around her shoulder. Like I don't see any of that kind of touchy feeliness when you feel comfortable about the person that you're in love with. I don't see even that kind of body language between them. But it just could be the way that they interact. They don't have a loving body language connection.
Potentially, yeah.
Ms. Love says, I'm definitely going to check out Love Island Nigeria. It'll be fun to see the difference for sure. And I also did hear there is going to be a South Africa one. I think I heard Murad say that. And then the France one that's never got to finish. Annie says, Jaleb, boring, no way. They are fun together. Disagree with that. Cool, man. I mean, if you thought it was fun when they were making those t-shirts, then we just have a different idea of what's fun. Hi, sassy chick. I disagree. Jaleb seems like the most natural out of everyone. Caleb is so funny, and together they seem like they've been together for much longer. I mean, together for much longer, could that also equate to boring?
Oh my God, get off.
EJ says, haha, Cat and Nat is so raunchy. Yes, they are really raunchy. I find them funny, but Brazil didn't enjoy them.
Sorry.
Mayamuna says they're friends. They fall in love with each other. Okay. Ms. Love said Jely actually feels like a real couple who enjoys being around each other. Sassy Chick says, I agree, Annie. I enjoy watching their videos and can't wait to see more. Really? I actually don't watch them. I mean, I do more content, but like, I'm not excited. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Thanks for joining the live. There's a reason why Jaleb won and why their platforms have grown a lot of love. Jaleb and their love is exciting to us. Hey, man, difference of opinion for sure.
I agree with you, Jennifer.
Of course, Brazil agrees. Jaquan says Johnny's sister is a nice singer. I could see Sally and her collabing on things. That would be kind of interesting to see. I'd like to see how his sister sings. Sally has been. Pardon? I didn't hear you.
Has she posted any more? Been back?
Sally, I've not seen any of her posting any singing videos, but she has been talking about like, oh my God, Johnny's family has such good genes. So I would love to see a collab between them, and I want to see more of what Johnny's family looks like too. Hi, Sierra. How are you? So Sierra says, I feel like their reunion video on Justine's channel really showed how in love they truly are. Did you watch that?
No, but I will.
When she picked her up from him up from the airport?
Oh, yeah. That I didn't know they had. I thought she meant reunion, like cast reunion.
No, I think I could be wrong, but I think that she's talking about when she picked him up from the airport to visit.
Yeah, that was so cute.
Hi, Shayla. How are you? Nice to hang out with you. Jaleb are really cute together and real relationships, and not going to be the same as on the show. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I like just seeing a little bit more energy between them, but people are entertained by different things for sure. EJ says, guys, I follow everything. I'm telling you that Jaleb will not get married. Woo! And probably Johnny will wonder. Wait, and probably Johnny will wonder. LOL. All I know is that Johnny and Sally are way more into each other passionately. Yes, I see the passion between them for sure. Tila says, I'll be defending right along with you, Brazil. Okay, come for me. Come for me then. I was going to do, people have been asking me to do a reading about the potential of the relationships between Jaleb and then also with Jely. And I'm like, I just can't, because I don't even want to, even if the cards say something wrong, people will be coming for me. Even if the cards are like, it's not going to work out. They'll be like, you're a hater. People are like, you just don't know what a real relationship is. You don't know what real love is. It's like, okay, well. Okay.
Just don't do it.
I'm not going to. I did this instead. I was going to do that before you said you'd come on here with me. I'm like, shake. I did my cards in case, but I'm like, No, Jaleb stands. They're so scary. I can watch season 2 over and over. I really hope that season 2 US, like the season 2 UK, where the spoiler top 2 couples are together. Yes, I love the winning couples on season 2. They are definitely my favorite of the winning couples, especially the ones that are still together. Or actually the couples that are still together in Love Island. I really love Kara and Nathan, and I love Alex and I forgot her name right now. Anyways, I love those 2 couples. I love that they're probably still all friends, and anyways, I like them for sure as well. So we'll see. Wish them the best, of course. Sassy Chick says, that is your opinion, EJ. We don't see that. I follow everything. Even the family stands them and see their connection. Okay. Tila, nope, I'm not either of those signs, LOL. EJ said, I really think that Justine is doing a phenomenal job on social media, Sassy just says, why does EJ's comment keep getting picked? I'm going through every comment, Sassy Chick.
She goes in order.
Sassy Chick says, they hold hands all the time. What videos are y'all watching? In every video, they're holding hands. Okay, well, sure. Sierra says, right, Sassy Chick? Oh my God, the stands are so much. EJ says, Sassy Chick, I think that it's just the follow of the live chat, no preference.
Yeah, she just clicks in the comments in order.
Annie says, I'm sorry, but what you guys are watching, Caleb looks at Justine with heart eyes all the time. I guess you want to see what you want to see. That's also really true. Like, I don't necessarily see them in a passionate love relationship where I can see that energy. And that's what I'm looking for when I'm basing that. And other people may be looking at it in a different way. For sure. For sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Sam says, I kind of agree. When I watch Jely videos, I'm more excited to see them interact with each other. Tila says, I think he's more private. That's true. He's on social media as much as she is, and he's more of a jokester, it seems. I love their stories. Their crafting video was okay. See, boring. Trying to do something for the fans. I don't mind them doing something for the fans, but I wasn't. That didn't make me want to see more video.
Love it.
Say again?
They could do anything and people will love it. They could literally sit in front of a wall of paint drying and fans will love it.
That's true. It's just boring. Hi, Ashley. Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining us in the chat here. So doesn't Justine come out with a new merch line? I heard that she was going to.
Oh, because I'm buying everything there.
Wait, if I make some merch, actually, I know we were talking about this before. Will you just buy all the merch that I make for them? I'll make Jaleb merch for you.
Okay.
Okay.
I want the Love Island water bottle.
You say that again?
I want the Love Island water bottle with my name on it.
Okay, that I gotta get on that. I will get on it. I just actually forgot because it hasn't been on. The show hasn't been on, and I haven't been talking about Love Island, so I've kind of forgot. John says, Connor and Mackenzie are kind of real, to be fair. What do you think about Connor and Mackenzie?
Yeah, I do too. I think, yeah, I think them being on the outside, and then, I think they have just as good of a chance as working out as Jely and as Jely do.
Okay, what do you think about this? I kind of think that Mackenzie is a bit of a Claire, and Connor is a bit of a simp like Dale.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that.
So then maybe then Dale and Claire will work out for longer because, like, he gets whipped really easily and then gets scared to break up.
Connor and Mackenzie spent 500 times longer together than.
That's true. Sam says, I feel that Justine kind of shuts down his flirty side, like you said in a previous video. Yeah, I agree with that. But I just don't think that their flirting matches up. And so that's what I'm not vibing with. He just says, ladies, I'm glad I've grown the chat with my comment of Jaleb. The Jaleb fans are fierce. I know, I'm scared of them. I'm like, I'm scared to have an opinion in front of Jaleb stands.
Talk about lack of passion. We'll show you passion.
Sam says Johnny and Sally seem to click more and be more affectionate and flirty. I don't know. I agree with you, Sam. It's my opinion.
I don't like him.
He just says, I love Jaleb too, but I do have a difference in opinion. Yes, I agree with you, EJ. I do agree that Caleb and Justine the hug at the airport was beautiful. I don't see, that's the thing, and don't come for me, but I just don't watch all their content fully because I'm not engaged. So I might not have seen that particular moment. Sam says, when I watched the show, I was all Jaleb, but hearing you and Karen talk about it opened my eyes and made me more aware. Instagram. I just don't even say anything. I just see Brazil like with daggers shaking her head at me in the comment. Jennifer says Justine is careful to respect her culture. Absolutely, I do agree with that upbringing and is very conservative in her expression of sexuality for sure. And so that's what I'm not seeing, and maybe it goes on behind the scenes, and that's like where their connection is growing a little bit more. But from what I'm visually seeing, I don't feel the vibe. Sassy Chick says passion doesn't equate better relationship or long lasting. Sure, that's true.
What is that triangle where you're supposed to have at least 2 of 3? It's like passion. I forget the other 2, but it was like in my human sexuality class. For like a successful couple, you need to have 2 of 3. One of them's passion. I think one's compassion. I forget the third one.
What, communication probably?
Yeah, I forget, but it's like 6. I don't forget. There's a couple things, and you have to have like a certain amount of them in order to work. Like any combination of. But that's true. So a couple can work without passion as long as they have the other things.
Yeah.
I think they do have passion. You guys are in difference of opinion.
So correct, Sassy Chick. EJ says that also agrees with Sassy Chick. You're on fire. Jennifer, Sassy Chick also agrees with Jennifer. She just says, I like the fact that Caleb made an effort to meet her family. Yes, that's awesome. I do think that it's really, I like them interacting. I like them getting to know each other. I like them as human beings developing a relationship. We're just talking here about sparks, and that's just one that I don't see, or in comparison to seeing Johnny and Sally. CJ says, I like the, meet the family. That's huge in my opinion. Call me old fashioned. No, I think it is. I think it's a really big deal. That's kind of what I was missing from even Dale proposing to Claire. Like they didn't have the hometown part where they meeting each other's families and connecting in that kind of way. I think that's also very important in relationships. So yes, I definitely think that it's great that Caleb did that. I think that it's very honorable. I think it's good for sure. Hi, Darlene. Nice to meet you. Oh, Caleb refers to Justine as wifey in a tweet. How do you read that? Go, just Brazil. I don't want to say.
I love it. I think that comment's to you.
Well, okay. I have a biased opinion as to the term wifey. So I've told you the story about the guy that ended up getting married, like that it was my best friend that ended up getting married and like didn't tell me about it kind of thing. Remember that whole story?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when he told me finally that he's like, yes, I have something to tell you. I got married. It was after not knowing for someone for very long, or I never had heard about her at all. And he started calling her wifey right away. So he was like, oh yeah, me and wifey just want some time alone. Like me and wifey are not going to, we just want to have, be just in our own bubble and just be together and not really share everything with everybody else. So when I think of him using the term wifey, my ex-friend, it seemed as though it was a way to be kind of detached from the fact that he like got married to somebody and like has this relationship, and like, I don't know, it felt very separate for me. And so I'm only equating it to that, being that he doesn't want to be as personal, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I have my own personal perspective that it just seems that it's detached to me just because of what I've experienced with someone using that word. But I can see it being a cute pet word, but from when I heard him say it, I'm like, I feel like there's something fake about it with my friend.
Right.
I'm just putting my own personal experience into this one, okay, guys?
Yeah, I don't have a negative like experience with it like that. But I can understand where you're coming from. It's you like I don't know, like if like one of my guy friends like called his girlfriend wifey, it would be like, oh my god, it's so cute. But because no guy nowadays does that, so for him to say wifey is like, it's in my like from like what I look at it, it's like kind of a big deal.
Ooh. But like, what happened to like babe? I don't hear babe or baby.
Like, yeah, everyone says babe, but like wifey is like next level. Like that's, you know,
Sure.
it's one step above girlfriend.
What's up about what?
It's one step above being a like girlfriend boyfriend.
Right. Yeah. I can see that. Edith says a real marriage is more than passion. It's a lot of work. That's true. I mean, I've never been married, but I can imagine.
I believe you. You could say no more.
Like a passion, just more in private. Yeah, I could. That's a possibility for sure. In Caleb videos, he made comments about her bouncing, and she kind of blushed and said, "Caleb." Fair. Sherrod says, if you guys had an islander that resembles you the most from season 1 or season 2, personality-wise, who would it be? I would say, me personally, would be Ray. Ray, again, if you all know him from season 1. Okay, that's a good question. Whose personality do you resemble with, or do you kind of connect with the most? Moira?
Get the fuck out. Probably Kira from season 1.
Okay.
Season 2, I can't even compare myself to Justine because she's freaking perfect. I would want to say Justine, but I don't really think anyone from season 2.
Yeah, me neither. I don't remember season 1 enough to care about them. So season 2, I think that I'm a mix of Rachel, hot topic, and Selly. I think I'm a combo. Because Rachel, like, she's quite matter of fact. She lays out her points and whatnot. But Selly has a little bit of fun. But I'm not always that fun all the time. And so I have a more serious side. But I'm always very talkative and kind of like analytical, which I feel as though Rachel was. And so I think I'd be a combo between Rachel and Selly. That's my vibes. That's what I think. Jaquan says, I see y'all post in y'all DMs. I sent y'all posts. Ooh. Okay, Jaquan. Do you want me to look now or do you want me to look later? Sassy just agrees with Ms. Love. Fine. Everybody agrees with Ms. Love. Okay, we're almost through these Brazil. Don't worry. Sherrod says, Jaleb fans coming for Chantele. I know, I'm scared. I'm going to my sunken place. I like Jaleb. They're the best couple ever.
Shut up.
Sherrod says, I had to say the fan base is strong. LOL. I know they are strong.
Don't fuck with us.
I have done cards and energy work, but I've found that it works best when the people you are reading give permission to read them. Well, I always, whenever I do any sort of readings, I ask for whatever information comes out is going to be for the highest and best good for all parties involved. And so I do put that out as a disclaimer into the energy and into the universe. And so I would hope that anything that came through would be something that would be accepted by their higher selves or their consciousness. So agree with you, but I also feel as though if you have the proper intention as well, I think that also is valid with pulling cards. Hi, Destiny. How are you? Destiny says Jaleb are in love and are fun together. They did other videos, not just craft videos, which were cute. Okay. I haven't seen them because they're boring. Edith says, I want Justine to blow up. Yes, she's fantastic and gorgeous. Her cameo video are great. Oh, I haven't seen any of those. So personal. Mackenzie is a hot, manipulative mess, and Connor has no gumption. It's true. And that's a little bit Claire-like, right?
Yeah.
Jennifer says, Ms. Love, I so pick up on this as well. Jaquan says, LOL Brazil, you ain't done drinking that haterade.
Never.
Sam says Jely seems more effortless while Jaleb interactions seemed a little awkward on the show. Maybe it's just me. Don't say it out loud, Sam. Don't say it. Go to your second place.
Start a group chat with Karen and Chantele. Leave me out of this.
If you don't watch all their videos, then you can't say things like they don't hold hands and hug, because that's the one thing that people post of them, that they're always holding hands. It's their thing. Well, also, though, I'm not engaged in their content, and so that's also kind of what I'm commenting on, is that I don't feel compelled to watch them because I don't find them engaging. So CJ says, I feel like Jely seem like they are putting it on for the camera. They may be overcompensating. Maybe it's just me. I mean, they both are high energy people. They're both Geminis. Geminis are very social. They are social butterflies. They're very flirtatious. They're very loud usually, or very, kind of buzzy. So that is their personality. So like as a collective sign in very general terms. And so I would assume that that's just how they are, and that we're just not used to seeing people that energetic.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Sam says, and Jely's body language was better, and they looked at each other in the eye. They were more engaged. I agree with you, Sam, but I'm scared here. Sam also says Jaleb has passion, but it's not that strong as it should be in the beginning. I agree with you. It should be easy and effortless at the beginning. It shouldn't be necessarily hard to connect like that, like they did in the show. I could agree with that. Destiny says, so you guys see Johnny's take off his shirt and kiss. That is more passionate. I see Jaleb more in love and have a connection. EJ says, I've seen everything about both Jaleb and Jely. I'm not pinning against each other. They're just different. I don't know what's next for Jaleb. They live so far away. I hope that they move in together or start building something together. I would like to see them work out.
Mm-hmm.
Sassy Chick says, I think the issue is that everybody keeps comparing the couples instead of just letting them do them in their own couples. They're all different and different love languages. I agree with you, Sassy Chick. Sassy Chick has got all the valuable words of wisdom.
No, yeah, I think that's the most important thing to take away from it.
Tayshia, hey Tayshia, how are you? We're kind of I'm going through these comments and wrapping it up because we haven't got to Noah yet, but let's try to get to the end of these.
How's Calvin doing?
Oh yeah, are you still okay? So Tayshia, you would probably give us the tea on Calvin. What is going on with Calvin and Moira? Have you heard anything of them? I follow them, but I haven't seen anything pop up with what they're doing. Sam says, I honestly don't see any of these couples working at all. Maybe they'll last a year or a year and a half. Fair. He just says, Sally literally told Johnny to come to LA and then work on getting his place. And this is ideal to live physically next to each other after the media frenzy. Yeah, I mean, I really like that Johnny has followed through with picking up and moving to LA, got his place. They've already done a couple of, you probably hate it, but they did a couple's Halloween costume, which I thought they looked really good together. They're already just, I don't know, they're cute.
What'd they dress up as?
Cleopatra and Anthony. I'll find a picture. It's fire.
Didn't they already dress like that in the villa?
No. It's better. Jely. Oh no, let's do Instagram. I'll show you. But yeah, I do agree that we should stop comparing them. So I'm going to do my best to stop comparing them. It's just hard because I gravitate towards one couple over the other, but I've met them in the same circumstance. So it's hard to look at them separately, but I'll do my best. Okay. Oh, is it not on hers? Darn it, maybe it's on Johnny's? Okay, sorry. Johnny, leave. Okay, you ready for this? You ready for this? Cute.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I'll just
Oh, yeah, that's cute. She looks
like,
good.
I think it's a cute costume.
I just can't stand Johnny.
I mean, I understand. He didn't give you reason to come across as a good guy. I get that.
I love Sally, though.
I do love Sally as well. We're almost through Brazil. And he says Jaleb is more the real and in love. I wish all the couples the best. I do too. I do wish all the couples the best. T-Lit says, and here comes Sam to break all our bubbles. Coming to my savior, my knight in shining armor. Jennifer says Johnny is very overt with his passion. Remember how he was all over that girl? Passion on full display, indeed. Sadly, Jesse calls her baby in the videos. LOL. Okay, I'll see if I can get through some of the videos and stuff like that. I just haven't been. It hasn't been like pulling me in. I'll try. Tina says, did you guys all see Rachel's live at all the few weeks back? I saw someone in a lot of pain. I really hope she learns that that love and support her. Well, with Rachel, I think that she's also 21 years old and she's in a situation where she got hurt and didn't necessarily like the way that Justine handled that particular situation because she's 21 years old. She's born in 1999. Like, you know what I mean? She's still really young if you look at that. And so she doesn't necessarily have a lot of foresight. Justine herself is 27. She's 6 years older than Rachel. And so I'm sure that a lot of people were asking Rachel about the same things over and over again. And that was her whole experience on the show, was what she's been sharing. And so I know a lot of people have been coming for her. And I also heard that she did apologize for Justine for things that she had said. So I think that this is a growing experience for Rachel. I think that I understand where she was coming from when she was saying those things. Personally, I got it. I could feel where she was coming from. But I also think that she might have handled it a little bit immaturely because she is that. She's still immature. Did you see any of them?
Mm-mm. That's sad, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think she was hurt, really hurt by the whole, how it all went down. And she wasn't, isn't old enough to have had those kind of experiences before. And I think it really hurt. Sam says, regardless if any couple is real, Jely, in my opinion, had more of a spark at the beginning than Jaleb. Agreed. For example, Jaleb's first kiss in the show showed immediate chemistry for me. I thought you were closing your phone. I agree with you, Sam. But as everybody's saying, spark doesn't matter. EJ says, so far, Johnny has the hugest IG following, then Sally Justine is getting more media coverage like Glamour. Ooh, that's amazing. That's so cool. Congrats, Justine. Caleb will have a platform for social causes. I thoroughly dislike Trey and Kirsten. Why Kirsten? I haven't really heard that much about her. She's just been, from what I'm seeing, just doing a lot of, with the bar club that she works at, like just promo for that she's going back to work or whatever. I haven't really heard her say anything. And Trey has just been kind of thirsty for media attention.
Big shot there.
Mackenzie has a contract in the works with MBT. I did hear that. I don't know what the show is all about, and if it has to do with her being single or what. Like, I hope it's not. Do you think it's a challenge? Like season 37 of the challenge with Mackenzie?
Never mind.
I wonder. What show could it be?
X on the Beach.
I mean, maybe they'll break up just for that. Mayamuna says, I agree with you, Sassy Chick. They are individual couples. Obviously, they're not the same. They have both very different relationships, so I think they express their love differently, and that's it. Yes, that is it. I'll agree with that for sure. Exactly. Yes, she's giving you props. Okay, Sassy. He just says, Laurel just signed a modeling contract. Well, I mean, she's gorgeous. I can imagine that, and she's also tall. I think she's 5'10". He just says, Lakin, Cher, and Julia live 30 minutes away from me. Lakin is a party girl. Ooh. Well, I mean, she did talk about going to festivals and stuff like that with and listening to EDM, I believe, when she was talking to Carrington. So I can see her being a party girl. But yeah, okay. So maybe you need to go follow them. Be like Colton and put some tracking devices on their card. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Nobody do that. Not a good thing. Sierra says, Caleb dressed up as someone from the 70s and put on a show for Justine. It was hilarious. Ooh, I would like to see that. That's funny. That's entertaining. If you have it somewhere, Sierra, if you can message me so I can see that, or tell me where you found it, and I'll go on a hunt for it. EJ says, Caleb and Justine had a cute stay at hotel for Halloween video. Okay, I haven't seen that yet. But I don't social media follow them like what they're doing. I'll look. That thing was so sexy when they reopened the Cromwell. Yes, I did see that. I saw them reopening the Cromwell, and I thought she looked really good. I thought they were cute. I liked them doing the scissor cutting on the ribbon. Shred said, I wish my boy Jeremiah found love. That was my favorite in season 2. You like Jeremiah as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Following him at all? Has he been talking on social media at all?
I haven't used Instagram in a while, but yeah, so I haven't been looking.
It's okay. Jacon says Love Island US is getting more likes than the UK because normally they hang out with people from different seasons. It feels like they are a family. Likes than the UK. Like people in the UK, they have like 3 million followers. I don't think anybody from the US has gotten to 1 million yet. But I think that it's getting more maybe traction right now is because there's been nothing good on TV. Reality TV.
There really hasn't been.
Big Brother was a bust.
Oh God, I hate it. It's the first season I haven't even finished watching.
Annie says Johnny kissed Mercedes with passion. I'm sure he's in love with her too, according to you guys' description. No, mine. You don't have to say you guys. Showing description, showing passion can be different things. LOL. I mean, if that's how you want to look at what I'm having to say, then that is a fair assessment, I guess. I'm saying I don't see the spark in the same way. I don't even see the spark in the same way that the passion with Johnny and Mercedes or the passion with Johnny and Sally. So it could be that they just don't have any of that passionate energy that I see as tangible. And maybe it's hidden or it's shown in a way that I can't see it because I don't relate to it. But everybody has their own experience and they can see things through their own eyes personally. And so I don't have the same life experience as any of you guys. And so from my life experience, I don't see what you're seeing in this scenario. But I don't think any of us are wrong for whether we feel it or not. And I don't think that, you need to be mad at me for the fact that I don't see something. It's just because my life experience has not allowed that to be a lens that I'm seeing this relationship through. Sassy Chick says to Annie, I was going to comment that, but I left it alone. Jennifer says, Annie, you are so right. Jaquan says, Bennett trying to sue Drake. Yeah, I saw that in Odell, but Drake lawyers ain't having it, calling it TMZ. Yes, I saw that. I'm just like, that's a bit thirsty, Bennett. Tila says, well, at least Big B ended when it all came to America's favorite player. That's true.
Wait, who got America's favorite player?
I'm gonna let you watch the episode, Brazil. Just watch it. It's actually decent.
I'm breaking my TV.
DJ said, what do you think of Sally's vlog with Johnny and the matching PJs? I really liked it, but I don't think Brazil has seen it, but she doesn't like Johnny, so I don't think she will watch it, but I thought they were cute. I like getting their matching PJs. I think they're making like $1,500 per sponsored post. which is like 10 times less than what they're getting in the UK. Hi, Shri, how are you? Shri says, hey guys, I saw on Instagram that Laurel just visited him, and I don't know how I feel about Clare and Dale. I don't know if they are completely there yet, but I see some potential. I'm just going to leave it open for Clare and Dale. I just don't know how I really feel. I don't see right now at this moment that they have the longevity, as we said, about 15 to 20% for the most part. But I'm willing to watch the relationship grow and see if that opinion changes. I don't know how much potential I see. 20% potential.
That's me being generous.
Quite generous. Shrad says, have you guys heard of any other shows coming out? I wish Are You the One was still on, or that show was fire. Have I heard about anything? Have you heard about anything? No. I haven't really, Shrad. Like, obviously the challenge is going to be starting up soon, and what?
When?
I don't know. They filmed it. I just don't know when they're releasing it. Maybe they'll release it December.
Do you think they'll put it on the CBS app?
Challenge, yeah.
In real time?
Maybe the next day. Oh, like go live?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, like not necessarily live, but because they don't have like the most recent seasons on there, but like they just put the challenge on after this season ended, so it's not like they could do it for this recent season.
I don't know. When I watch the challenge, I usually watch it the next day on mtv.ca or com.
They put the full episode for free?
What'd you say?
They put the full episode on there for free?
Yeah. Edie says, Sally posted an IG story of her and Johnny voting, and the song was F Trump by Nipsey. Oh, wow. So she had to take it down. Johnny's mom was not impressed. Yikes. Is Johnny's mom a Trump supporter, or just like the tasteless?
I mean, they're from Virginia, so.
Jennifer says, we're not mad at you. We love hearing your opinions. I'm like, I don't know if I believe you. Ross, hi Ross. Hey guys, love you too. Hopefully love you too. Nice to meet you.
Hi Ross.
Edie says, okay, the Noah interview. Wow. Okay, yes, I got to the comments, end of the comments. I'm caught up now. We'll go into the Noah comments, and then I roped in Brazil being here for almost 2 hours, even though I thought it was going to be super short. It still ended up being 1 hour and 52 minutes so far. So that's Chick says, do you all watch Ready to Love on the OWN network? So I started watching season 1 because I wanted to get caught up. I haven't watched it yet. I've watched maybe 6 episodes of season 1. I do know that it is starting. I think its 4th season is on right now. And so I am trying to catch up with that. But also, I don't know if you guys care, but I'm going to start covering, what's it called? The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Utah. So I am going to cover that. And so if you guys want to participate in the chat room there, I am going to do a cast assessment probably on Tuesday. Brazil, did you start watching Ready to Love? I think I showed you a clip of it before.
You showed me a little bit, yeah.
But yeah, that's about it for my watching of it, Sassy Chick. But I am interested in getting up to date. I don't want to do an episode. I want to do a new one. Hi, Nala. Ms. Love says, I'm watching Ready to Love. Fun to see the new format this season. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is. I didn't like the format necessarily, but like so many guys were going home so quickly, and like I didn't think that it gave everybody enough opportunity to meet and hang out with each other. But if it's changed, that's probably for the better. Sam says, I find that Alana kind of rambles in her videos about her or her experience she had. I only want to see the person who's being interviewed personally. Okay, so what did you think, Brazil, about the interview with Noah?
It was, oh my God, Noah, stop. Sorry. It was very, kind of shocking a bit, but, he seems like a real dude, and he's gone through a lot of stuff, which is sad. and I don't think he was treated very fairly, but
I kind of feel that Noah has a little bit of healing to do. I feel that he's somebody that's been very hurt, especially learning about the fact that he was overweight when he was younger and he was bullied a little bit. And then, he seems to, from what he's been saying, feel the need to get outside recognition for his insides. And so it seems like he wants to be famous for the wrong reasons, because he feels as though the fame and the adoration is going to make him fill a void within himself. And so I feel like with Noah that, he's attracting all these negative situations because he hasn't done that healing within. And I always talk about like attracts like. And so I think that he needs to do some inner healing on how he feels about himself. Like that whole self-love thing, I know it's cheesy, but it's kind of a real thing, because if you don't love yourself, the way that you feel about yourself, you're going to start attracting situations and circumstances that reflect how you feel about yourself in the inner world. And so as much as I do not want anything negative to happen to anybody, or especially him, and I'm very proud of him for being able to share this, I do feel as though he needs to do a lot of healing, especially with, what he experienced when he was younger growing up, because I don't think that part of him is strong enough to be able to be doing all these press junkets. Like I just don't think it's good for him right now.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And the fact that he's so obsessed with working out, like fitness, health, great, but I feel like there's a bit of a body dysmorphic thing going on, body dysmorphia going on a little bit, and getting the validation from his outward appearance, because I don't think he feels good about himself on the inside. You know what I mean? So I'm wishing for Noah to have, all the success in the world, but I do think that in order for him to get there, I think that he needs to do some inner work personally.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Jason from The Bachelorette. I think that he's going on the show and he kind of let all that out with Claire a little bit. I feel like even with Noah going on this kind of press tour and talking about his situation, yes, I value that he wants to share it and be open, but I don't know if the attention that he's going to get is going to be best for his self-worth and his beingness. And the trolls are so mean. I just don't know if he's ready for that on the inside,
Well, yeah, it's just because sorry, Nala's eating in the background. If you're wondering what the noise is. I'll probably just mute myself in between. Did he say how that information got out?
Well, he just had recently done it. So it was within 2020. He did the 2 videos or whatnot. I think that somebody just stumbled on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if the people that did it recognized him on Love Island and decided to use it as an opportunity to get some publicity, right? And I do think that the reason why he left Love Island was because his family found out. We remember people were rumbling about that. And I do think that might make sense to be the reason that his family found out and they didn't know this was going on. And so he didn't really remember about it when he applied for Love Island. And he kind of went to take care and do some damage control within his family and just explained a lot of things, what was happening and what he was going through. But I didn't hear specifically how that got out, for sure. Sassy just says to Ms. Love, me too. I think that they'll work out better for this season since they won't have distractions. Sorry, what were we talking about again? Oh, about Ready to Love. And Jaquan says, have you ever watched Black Ink Crew? No, tell me more about it. What is that about, Jaquan? Sassy Chick says, yes, season 3 is on right now. Okay, sorry, I thought it was season 4. It's really good. I'll get caught up. Especially with no Big Brother on right now. I don't need to binge watch a week's worth of episodes because I have to podcast about it. So I will put that on my to-do list to get up to date. I will. EJ says, Jaleb fans, do you think that they've done it? Giving Justine's conservative background. Just curious. I think so too. I think so. Yeah. Because, yeah, I think they know. Annie said, Chantele, I love you, but if you don't follow Jaleb or watch their content, you should let Brazil talk. Well, Brazil doesn't watch everything that they do either. So that's not a fair assessment about Jaleb. And you talk about Jely since you watch them more. Love you guys, and I like your opinions. But if you're going to paint us both with that same brush, Brazil is not up to date with all the videos. She just likes what she knows about them from beforehand, what she saw, like, you know, immediately after the show. And so, you know, you can't really say that. That's not really fair, I don't think. And I think I've watched more content after the show than Brazil has. If I'm not, I could be wrong here, but I do think I have. Ms. Love says, EJ, I'm sure that they have. Yeah, I agree too. Sharad says, with Noah, I don't know if he couldn't tell the producers about that, because I can tell you they ask real deep questions, so you snitch on yourself during the casting process. Absolutely. They ask you a lot of questions. They ask, like, the packages that you need to fill out are usually about this thick. Like, there's like 100 pages, and then you do psych tests and just a lot of things. So if he didn't want to tell them, that he would have had to make, I think, a decision not to share that information, because they would have asked that question. Or have you done anything in that nature? You know what I mean? I feel like it's a question that comes out. So I do think that he was choosing to pretend like it didn't happen. And then it did come out while he was on the show. And he went to go and take care of his family, seeing him in that light without them being warned. And he says, I think it's unfair people to send his mom porn. Yeah, that's really unfair. I think it's really rude. It's disrespectful. Yeah, I mean, that's what the trolls do. And that's why I'm worried about him doing all this press stuff, getting more kind of fame, that I don't know if it's going to be good for him in the long run. She didn't know about it. I agree with Chantele. It seems like Noah was looking for fame, but he needs to take care of himself first. Yes, I do. Ross says, I think that they'll get married soon and divorce in a year or so. So are you talking about, who are you talking about? I'm scared. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Jaleb, Jely, or Dale and Claire? Sam says, what do you think about Noah said about Jely? Oh, yeah, he said that he really likes Jely, that she's super fun. I think the girls that he liked the most was Kirsten, he said, and babies. I think that he's also, I wouldn't be surprised if he's questioning sexuality, because remember we were talking about he kept on looking at the boobs, as if it's like somebody that just never looks at boobs. So I think he has some work to do.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
I definitely feel bad for him. And I think that he really wants some validation from the outside world, and Hollywood and the limelight is not the place to find it, because they do not care about you. They just don't care about the dollar. CJ agrees with me. Yay, finally. Oh, okay, about Noah. Completely about Noah, praying for him, sending him love. Absolutely, definitely sending him love. I really hope that he gets the help that he needs, because I want everybody to be successful, and I don't think that the way that he's going about it is going to be good for him in the long run. Oh, Claire Dale. Yeah, I agree. Do you think they're going to get married? Is that what he said?
Yeah, married soon and divorced in a year. Yeah, I agree with that.
My mom thinks that they're going to do like a paradise wedding or something.
Probably.
T-Lin says, I don't remember, but did you ever talk about the video snippet of Jaleb coming back from a challenge and they kissed when the cameras weren't on? That seems like more like Caleb's vibe. Yeah, we talked about that. That was like a couple months ago. It was cute. I liked it. I liked that moment. I was seeing it. It was when we weren't getting any of the Jaleb content before the CBS decided to focus on them. And so I like that moment between them. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see more moments like that.
Yeah, same.
T-Lit says in most interviews he mentions being happy not having cameras around. I mean, I definitely can see it not being their style to be super affectionate on camera. I get that for sure. Everybody handles cameras differently. Shred says Chantele knows about the package. Yes, of the packet. Yes, I do. I do. I definitely do. It's thick and annoying. Sassy Chick says to Tila, yeah, Tila, he said their relationship off show has been so much easier and better. And I agree with that. I do want to see them move together. I would love to see them have these more flirty moments. I like seeing that. That's what it makes me happy when I see these little cute moments with them. And so me not seeing it is not me trying to hate on them as a couple. It's just that I like seeing those moments between them. I wish they weren't so few and far in between, but it could be because I haven't seen all their content. But as I said before, it doesn't really call me in to watch it all the time. I do follow them. I just don't necessarily check up on them every day kind of thing. Do you have anything else to say about Noah or Jaleb or Clare and Dale or Jely? Anything?
Team Jaleb, one time for the one time.
Give it to her, guys. Give them all. Team Jaleb in the comments, because I'm sure in the comments below I'm gonna get so much hate.
And Team
Tayshia. I'm Team Tayshia. And like even some
new season of Bachelor premiering this week.
Say it again. New season, I know, right?
Yeah, finally.
Yay!
We watched the first 4 episodes.
Wait, Sam says, but let's be a little honest. Sally's laughing low-key overhypes the video when it's not always that interesting. Which video? Any of them?
Just in general. I think in general.
I think that's just her. That's who she is, though.
Yeah.
And he says, Team Jaleb, heart. And Dealer86 says, hi, Dealer86. We decided to go through 2 hours of content for you guys. I brought Brazil out of hiding, and she came and chatted with you guys. So I'm glad all the Jaleb stands came there in support of my girl, Brazil, here. So she won't be mad at me all on her own. Thanks, Giselle, for hanging out, even though we went longer than I was anticipating. Do you like being back?
Yeah. I know it didn't lag as much as it normally did. I don't know what's different. Like,
it could just be maybe the connection today in LA, you know?
Maybe.
Shred said, when's the next combo? We need another one of these. Ask Brazil. Team Jaleb. Sassy says, Ivan is my fave. Yes, he's so cute. And we live in the same area. Yes, if Tayshia doesn't choose him, I'm going to hunt him down. You don't have to say where, but I don't remember which state Ivan's from.
Texas, I think, or he lives in Texas.
Oh, okay. Team Jaleb. This is all love for you, Brazil. That's sad that we have to watch season 3 without you ladies, just in case Chantele doesn't like the couple I like and have to hear no spark. Wow, guys. Okay, Team Lick, come on now. Team Lick, when is your birthday? Please. Sierra says, people on Twitter were canceling Jely because they saw their Halloween costume as cultural appropriation. Okay, true. Fine. Fine. I mean, I get that. Sure. I mean, sometimes I think that we kind of go a little bit too far with bringing out the hate brush. You know what I mean? Like, I think that couldn't we look at it in a way that they were honoring, a heritage?
Yeah. It's a rough year.
It's challenging, but I would also say that, Sally's is from, she does have her own ethnic identity. And so in that sense, like she has a culture that she could be dressing up as, we'll say. And so I don't know. I didn't feel that right away about it, but like, I'm never out with the pitchfork for these things. What do you think? Like, I know a lot of people will come for someone if they dress up as like Pocahontas, or even if they say the word powwow. What do you think just in general about Halloween costumes and cultural appropriation?
I mean, I think a million people this year were Cleopatra, so go for all of them, not just the newly famous couple.
Fair. Yes, Dealer, you came for the closing credits. So you got a couple questions in here. So, but yes, hopefully, well, I'll be back live tomorrow with Michelle talking about Road Rules episode, I think 7, 8, 9, I think. And if I can rope Brazil into the Bachelorette, maybe Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, if that works out for her. I definitely will be doing it either alone, or I'll find another friend, or Brazil if she wants to. Obviously, the spot is always hers if she can. Jaquan says, peace and blessings, #be great. Missed you, Jaquan. We definitely were like, we need to see Jaquan. We haven't heard from him in a while. So it's nice to have you back. Sassy just, yes, Dallas, Texas. You are right, Brazil. You are on it.
I know I drafted him.
Tila says their costume was cute. Sometimes Black Twitter goes too far. Sometimes, although I disagree. You know, I just agree, not disagree. I agree. That like, if I was Egyptian, I don't think I would be offended by somebody dressing up as a person of Egyptian descent. I don't think I would be offended. So. But yes, I think that people are just want to get their pitchforks out for everything. Trent says, I know Brazil going to hate this, but Team Aquarius.
I don't hate Aquarius. Chantele hates Pisces and Cancer and Scorpio and Virgo.
And Taurus and Capricorn. Well, Capricorn I like the most out of the earth signs.
Yeah, she only likes air and fire signs. That's it.
For the most part.
So.
And he says Molly May did something, the same thing as Jely, and got backlash for it. I think it's fine, but not a big deal. But also, though, Molly May, if I'm not mistaken, is white. And so I feel as though Sally, being as someone that is already ethnic, I think that it maybe give her a little bit less, like, should be a little bit less backlash. I don't know. She is still a person of color, so I don't know. CJ says, I hope that season 3 of Love Island won't be overproduced. It will be. It'll be worse. The UK seasons are seem to be more authentic. Do you guys agree? I definitely agree. I feel that it's just they try to create storylines, and I think that that's one of the problems that was happening with season 2 is they were going down the Sally Johnny storyline without recognizing the Jaleb storyline that was actually happening and their love story that was actually happening. And so that's because of the overproducing of the show. And I'm also curious if whether the producers did focus on Jaleb earlier, if they would be able to have had their relationship develop, because if it's like, okay, can you go and have a conversation about like how much you guys really like each other, and putting the pressure on their relationship in that way, I don't know if they would have been able to grow as a couple. So I'm wondering, I'm curious, but I think that they will be as heavy-handed as always. Do you have thoughts?
It's the US.
Right? Jennifer says, Sandman, yes, great. We talked to him on the first episode of The Bachelorette, said that Jely peaked too early. Seemed like the passion, aka lust, overtook them while Jaleb grew, and we love it. On point with Sandhurst. Yeah, so Sandhurst also was suggesting that that's why Jaleb was allowed to grow, was because they weren't the focal point. They were allowed to have real authentic relationships, real authentic connections without the producers being like, okay, go do this and go do that, and the story being all about them. And so I do think that how the season went down allowed them to be in a relationship and in a love relationship and win the show. I don't think they would have won the show or their love would have grown as well if they were the focal couple in the beginning. Okay, and Sassy says to CJ, the editing on the season was bad to the point it was obvious. Yeah, I know. No bueno. It's overproduced because people got to realize that everyone plays a role, a character. If something isn't fitting, their character it's not shown. 100%. And Sandhurst also said it was like the table flipping moment on the Housewives of New Jersey that changed the way that reality TV is being produced, because they want to create those moments, and they want to make sure that they build in those moments, and they don't allow things to happen organically as much. They want to have their finger in the pot. And Shred says, final comment. Shred says that like they aren't going to show Carrington being nice to people because he wasn't cast, because he was being cast to be the mean dude. 100%.
I agree with that for sure.
Any final thoughts, Brazil, on your resurgence onto Reality Realness with 3 S's?
With 3 S's. Thanks for having me, and to all of you. My final thought.
Okay, perfect. Well, thanks for being here, Brazil. Thanks for all you guys. I know that we've talked for a long time. Brazil, did you actually leave? What happened? Bye. Yes, see you later, Sherrod. It was nice hanging out with all you guys. Obviously, we love chatting, and even if I get my back up against the wall, I still don't mind you guys coming for me about Jaleb. Don't fully mind. It hurts a little bit sometimes, but don't fully mind. So it's okay. You guys can have your opinion as well. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Hope to see you again soon. Would you lose your phone or what? Did it die? Oh, I can't hear you anymore. I was like, hello, hello, hello. Okay, and that's it for us today. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please maybe share this with a friend and get somebody else to join in on the conversation with us. We're trying our best to get to 1,000 subscribers, and at that point, I will start going in and trying getting some good interviews. Like, I will have the balls to even get maybe the Justine or Caleb interview. Boom. I would go for it. So at 1,000 subscribers, I feel like I have enough clout to be able to do this. So help us out by subscribing right down over there to Reality Realness with 3 S's. Hit the like button if you like this video. Help us with that algorithm and ring the bell so every time we go live, you will be notified. And on that note, whoa, happy Sunday. Bye, guys.